Hey guys, and welcome back to another versus video. I know Monster Madness is right around the corner. It's just less than 2 weeks away. I haven't officially announced the release, but obviously we got Godzilla x Kong, and Shimo is a new Titan. It was really awesome. And I've been seeing a few comments about people talking about Shimo and its relation to Mega Kaiju. I am going to be doing one versus video before Monster Madness starts, separate from the tournament, and it is going to be Mega Kaiju and Shimo. So in today's matchup, we have the Mega Kaiju versus Shimo. I'm going to be breaking this matchup down in regards to the size, speed, agility, durability of these monsters, as well as the best feat, the best weapon, and the deadliness. So let's start out with size. Both of these monsters are massive. The size for Mega Kaiju is he's standing at right around 500 feet tall, which is going to be about 400 feet when he's on all fours, and that is important. We will mention it later. Now, the size of Shimo is, she is standing at right around 533 feet on all fours, which means on her back two legs, which I don't think would ever be necessary, she would be close to 1,000 feet tall, so it is worth mentioning, even though Shimo is usually on all fours. So the size does go to Shimo. Now let's go on to speed. The speed definitely goes to Shimo. You see Shimo sprinting in Hollow Earth with Scar King on her back, which just goes to show you how fast she really is. She had Scar King on her back, was still sprinting extremely fast. Mega Kaiju is just not known for his speed. Mega Kaiju is usually walking around very slowly, so speed definitely goes to Shimo. Now let's go to agility, and I do think this is very different from speed because Shimo is clearly faster, can run faster, but the overall agility I have to give to Mega Kaiju because he has the long arms. He's able to show his agility much better in battle, fighting all of the different Jaegers at the same time. You can just tell he's more agile. He can move around better. Shimo is faster in a dead sprint to one spot, but as far as agility goes in battle, I gotta give the point to Mega Kaiju, so it is 2-1 Shimo. Now the next point is durability. Durability is such a tough one because both of these monsters are so insanely tough. The Mega Kaiju took a lot of damage from the Jaegers, and Shimo was able to take the atomic breath from Godzilla, the supercharged Godzilla, so it is worth mentioning. Takes a lot of damage, takes a lot of hits direct on from Godzilla, Mothra, and Kong. And you know what? This is such a close one. I know the Mega Kaiju did die from the Jaeger bomb, but you can't convince me that Shimo would survive that either. I think that is such a brutal way to go. Part of me is saying Shimo is kind of like a Godzilla, a type of Godzilla, so in that aspect, you'd think she would survive. I know people are probably going to light me up in the comments that she would obviously survive that. I don't think it's that easy. I'm going to give both of them the point for durability because it's too close, too tough to decide. And you can't tell me that cuts from the Jaeger technology that wouldn't damage Shimo either, because that's the damage that Mega Kaiju was taking. I'm going to give the vote for durability to both monsters. Now, the next item is the best feat. You can give the best feat to Mega Kaiju, in my opinion. Now, Shimo was able to take on Godzilla and Kong, was fighting Godzilla, and did partially go to fight Kong at the same time, so it's very impressive to fight those two at the same time. But Mega Kaiju was able to fight 4 different very high-tech Jaegers, very high marks with these Jaegers. Maybe not the most experienced pilots in all of them, but fighting 4 different targets at the same time is more impressive, is an insane feat, is definitely the best feat, and Mega Kaiju gets the point there, so now it is tied up at 3-3. Now the next item is the best weapon, and even though Mega Kaiju has some deadly weapons with the ability to absorb kinetic energy and redistribute it back out, as well as the deadly tails, which I think is probably his most deadly weapon, the spikes all over him, even though they both have spikes, you gotta give the best weapon to Shimo. Shimo has the Frostbite Blast that is just insane. You see the power of this against Kong using the Battle Axe. Kong is able to block and absorb Godzilla's atomic breath with that Battle Axe. So it really goes to show you how powerful this blast really is. You can tell how deadly it is. It's able to kill Scar King, and it's able to freeze Godzilla temporarily, so it's no joke. And Shimo definitely gets the point for the Frostbite Blast, and that gives Shimo 4 points to 3. And the next item is deadliness, the last item, and this is such a close one. This is so difficult to decide because obviously Mega Kaiju is very deadly, ripping apart Jaegers like they're nothing, like they're toys, and Shimo is insanely deadly, killing Titans left and right, killing Scar King like he's nothing, going at Kong like he's nothing, showing what Kong is able to do, is pushing Godzilla around, throwing Godzilla around, frankly, in certain scenes. It just goes to show you that Shimo is insanely deadly, is very stable on all fours, pushing Godzilla around. This is such a tough one, but I do edge it out to Shimo just barely because of that Frostbite Blast. The force of this power is just too much. It does give Shimo the slight edge there, which gives her 5th point. And so Shimo would win this matchup 5-3, but I've got to say, this would be an amazing matchup to watch. This would be so epic. They're so similar. They're so similar in their builds. Just looking at this picture right here, they both have spikes in their backs. They both on all fours look so similar. It would be so amazing. I do think Shimo would barely win this fight, not only because the Frostbite Blast. There is a certain aspect to the fact that Shimo is on all fours that I do think would give her the edge in this battle. Mega Kaiju is usually battling on his back 2 legs, back 4 legs, however many legs he has. He is usually in a more standing upright position. I think that would give Shimo some leverage, some opportunity to knock him off his feet and get him in a vulnerable position. And I do think that is where Shimo would be able to attack and really take advantage of this fight and pull out the win. But in the end, I think this would be an amazing fight. I do think Shimo would barely win. Would love to see the matchup. Make sure you let me know down below who you think will win in this matchup. This matchup may happen in Monster Madness. We don't know. There's a definite chance. I will be giving the release date for Monster Madness very soon, but expect both of these monsters in the bracket. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.